this fool, Ronnie Radke, who I did not really want to talk about. Like, I kind of tend to blow him off and not really give him the sort of attention that he yearns for. But I think with the latest comment he says about Spiritbox, it's very telling, and like I think it's just kind of reaffirms my opinion and a lot of other people's opinions about him just being like horribly bigoted. Yeah, he previously clashed with Spiritbox. They had dropped off one of the tours they were supposed to do with him. I don't think they really gave a good reason. I think it was just like allegations against him that have come in the past. A lot surfacing around abuse, I think, from one of his exes, and then some other people that have made claims of abuse from this guy. Obviously, none of those things, I don't think any of those things worked out, besides like an assault that he had to do time for back in like 2010 or something like that. Other than that, most of them have either just the cases have died. I don't know if they've been retracted, but I mean, either way, it's a disturbing pattern with him. So yeah, he was pissed. He's been pissed at Spiritbox ever since he dropped off his tour. So he made a comment about them getting a Grammy nomination. He said, "Y'all can get Spineless Box to drop off my tour because I said T word slur, gay. You can say gay, dude. F word slur and R word slur. But can't stop me from winning a Billboard award and can't help them to win a Grammy. Got it." And it's like, dude, yeah. Someone else kind of gave him shit and was like, "Well, why haven't you received a Grammy nomination?" He says, "I'm not a black trans woman. I'll never get nominated." For, first off, no one in like the people that got nominated between Knock Loose, Gojira, and Spiritbox are either black or trans. They're all Caucasian or white, like you, dude. Yeah, it's because you do shit like that. Yeah, I mean, honestly, it's you've shown a clear amount of prejudice towards like trans people and just, I mean, I guess just gay people in general. And clearly you're saying all the words you're not supposed to say. They're all slurs. They're all hateful things to say. So, I mean, yeah, dude. Because you're a piece of shit, you won't get nominated, and because your music sucks. Sorry. I know a lot of people like his music. I mean, obviously they wouldn't if he didn't get a fucking Billboard. But I mean that was an easy layup. Fucking Jelly Roll, come on, he the song with Jelly Roll, like a country fucking song that was fucking terrible. I mean, it just kind of shows how much of a petty bitch he is. The fact that he's got to make a comment on it. Like, dude, if you're really so full of yourself from getting a fucking Billboard nomination, why say anything about Grammy? Why say anything about the Grammys? Like clearly you have your own wins there. So why take a shot at Spirit Box just because they didn't win? I mean, clearly Gojira was gonna win. I mean, I think if Gojira didn't have the Olympics, then maybe the Spirit Box probably would have taken it. But I mean, Gojira was the clear fucking winner of that, dude. I mean, you didn't get nominated for a reason, all right. And I think it's just like obviously from the fact that none of them are black or trans. It's just it's he's just telling on himself that he's just racist and you know a bigot and overall, just in general, the all encompassing whatever like all inclusive thing that includes everything racist and like homophobic and transphobic, all that stuff. It just compiles into just being a fucking bigot. So and like I don't know, he's so petty, dude. Like he's also suing Anthony Fantano for saying stuff about him in the video, or pretty much I think he's just doing it because he's given his music a bad critique. And pretty much just made a whole video that says this guy sucks in 2023, And you talked about all the allegations that's happened over the years, and he's trying to come back at him and sue him. Um, yeah, so it's pretty crazy, man. It's so petty, dude. It's so petty, you know. It's almost like, how is he gonna complain about how he can't say anything, but then sue people for saying things? Like, dude, you complain constantly about like, oh, I can't say all these naughty words, you know. Oh, blah blah blah. You know, the woke mob is gonna come for me. And then as soon as someone says something about you that you don't like, you go and fucking sue them. Like he's one of the most whitey pissing little bitches out there, dude. I'm sorry, that's the last time I'll say it. But yeah, yeah. I know people like him, but like he's like the Donald Trump of like the metal scene. Which I put that lightly when I call his music metal. I wouldn't even call it. It's like experimental, fucking some other bullshit, you know. 'Cause, yeah, it's rap and all this other stuff in it, you know. Yeah, and then his actual screaming just sucks, you know. He's okay at singing, and like I guess he's, you know, maybe he's joined the rap scene, bro. Maybe. But yeah, just a all around terrible, petty person. That is Ronnie Radke. Like I said, I never wanted to do a video on him because I don't think he really deserves the attention. But I think after that last statement he said, I mean, I think it just paints how much of a fucking. I think, for the most part, people have kind of been questioning whether or not this guy really is, like, kind of a bigot and everything like that. 'Cause, I mean, he said some things about trans people, but not, you know, fully, clearly, you know. I mean, he's just kind of, present himself as an edgelord, but I mean, this kind of goes beyond that, and he's definitely saying the quiet part out loud now, you know, about how, you know, he feels about these types of things. So I think there's kind of no question to the fact that he's, you know, bigot and he's racist, homophobic, all of that. You know, I know he didn't say the N word, but I feel like he might as well have. He still mentioned black people or black trans women or whatever. You know, obviously, you know, he felt like he had to bring it in there just because he feels like he's ignored because of him being a straight white man. But, I mean, it seems like most of the people who got nominated were all white and straight, so I don't think there's an excuse. You know, I think it's all kind of a self-own because it's like he should be able to go on with his Billboard award and feel good about that and not worried about being nominated for a Grammy. But instead, he's, you know, bitching about it, you know, on Twitter. That, of course, gives him the platform to say these types of things. So, yeah, I mean, I don't think there's a question to him being a total fucking piece of shit. I think that should be obvious to everyone now. And I think if you say otherwise, then you're just bullshitting yourself. Or maybe you kind of agree with him, you know. But yeah, I think there's kind of no question with it's a very like short statement, but to me it tells everything about this man that you need to know. In general, just bitches about cancel culture, and I think that's just the lamest fucking thing ever. You know, you're gonna spend most of your career just bitching about cancel culture just because you can't say what you want to say as a white privileged person. Yeah, it's ridiculous. He's just like the epitome of what's wrong with this world, you know. He's the Donald Trump of fucking metalcore, you know. Yeah, he has some insane guests. Like he had Alex Terrible, which of course, I mean, Alex Terrible's kind of shady too. He's supposedly like an ex-Nazi or something like that. So, not sure about that one. But speaking of Alex Terrible, he actually did a bare knuckle boxing fight. I mean, he's vicious, dude. I mean, he would for anyone that Ronnie Radke's afraid of, it's Alex Terrible. But luckily, he probably likes dude like him. So yeah, check this out.
Now here is Alex Terrible bare knuckle destroying his opponent in his debut fight. It was over almost before it began. Seconds into round one of Slaughter to Prevail frontman Alex Terrible's debut fight. He connected a brutal punch with his opponent, sending him to the ground. After that, the officials stepped in, and just like that, Alex had knocked out his opponent seconds in to his debut fight. Here is that powerful moment.
Check out. Oh, come on, bro.
The fight.
He hit him while he was on the ground. I'm sorry, that's fucked up. That's some bitch shit right there. Fucking hit him
To his debut fight. Here is that powerful moment.
Bro, I don't know about that one, man. That's kind of a bitch move right there, dude. He's on the ground, dude. Like, typically, I mean, I don't know if bare knuckle boxing is a little bit more brutal and stuff like that. Is like a little bit more allowed, but I doubt it. Like, come on, man. You're scary enough, dude. You got to hit someone while they're on the fucking ground. Come on. That's fucked right there, dude. Yeah. Fucking no surprise he associates with someone like Ronnie Radke. That song was shit too. That it was literally called Ronald. Like, that's how much of a narcissist Ronnie Radke is. He has a song named after himself. You know, I've listened to their music, and the instrumentals are actually, like, I think that they're really behind everything as far as, like, making the song not sound totally terrible, you know? So I listen to instrumentals, and some of them are like, okay, this instrumental goes hard, but then I hear Ronnie Radke over, and it's like, fucking sucks. He's like, go! There's a part where he's just like, go! And it was just like the worst little scream ever, and then Alex Terrible had to come in and save his baby bitch ass. Alright, so moving on, we're gonna jam Spiritbox first in our playlist, so let's freaking go, yo. Spiritbox, one of their latest songs, No Loss, No Love. Okay. Let's go. Fucking bitch.